All right, Rick's About the Morning Show, 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. And your front page is being brought to you by Urban One. Fight for your vision of the future and register to vote early. The right to vote gives us the power to hold those in office accountable and to remove those who do not represent our values. Every one vote counts. All right, I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a very quick update on your headline news. So for coronavirus updates, Florida's largest teacher union filed a lawsuit yesterday over the governor's push to reopen schools during the pandemic. So the union says that the order violates the state's constitution, which requires schools to operate and open safely. There are also over 24 potential coronavirus vaccines in the works around the world. A trial vaccine in the UK is looking very good, and another trial will start here in the U.S. very soon. Also, President Trump said yesterday that he's going to start doing his daily coronavirus briefings again, and we're all looking forward to that. Meanwhile, Trump has threatened to send federal troops to Democratic-led cities, starting with Chicago. And the House of Representatives honored John Lewis yesterday. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that he always worked on the side of the angels, and now he's one of them. Lastly, state senator in Georgia, Nikema Williams, has been chosen to replace late John Lewis on the ballot in November. All right, that was a quick look at your headline news. For more on what's trending, log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock TZ Fo Sheezy, what you got popping in sports?
My kneesy. The NFL makes an offer to the players to cancel all preseason games. Instead, they're going to have a longer training camp and then jump right into the season. So they haven't made the exception to this offer yet, but hey, I like that. I never did like preseason anyways. As Major League Baseball gets rolling, many players and coaches are kneeling during the national anthem during their exhibition games, which is great. The NBA tested 346 players at the Bubble campus in Orlando this week and had no positive tests for COVID-19. Very promising as they prepare to restart their season in Disney World. And last but not least, NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown, who is still on nobody's roster as of right now, decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and retire once again because the risk is greater than the reward, referring to COVID-19. So as of right now, Antonio Brown is back in retirement, ladies and gentlemen. That's sports right now. Gary with the T, what you got there, big dog?
All right, people are still talking about the real and how real is the real. Well, this is the real, y'all. Okay, now I heard this story out from a reliable source, even though she's denying it now. They're saying Miss Tamara Mowry. She said, honey, no, I'm not leaving the real because of money. She said, I'm going to say this once, and I've explained it, that I'm leaving the real. I've been there for 6 to 7 years. I'm just ready to try new opportunities and spend more time with my family. She said, I'm doing a Hallmark film. There's new opportunities kind of just popping up out of nowhere, and I'm just grateful. They're saying, girl, stop lying. Now, it's rumored, y'all, that...
I believe her.
I don't believe it even. Now, it's rumored, y'all, that Tamara was asked to take a $2 million pay cut. Now, they're saying, y'all, that she's making like over $3 million a year, and they're saying that Tamara was one of the highest paid when Tamar was on there because, you know, nobody knew who the other girls were at the time, and everybody knew who Tamara was, and they kind of knew about Tamar because their family was just kind of getting on the scene or what have you, and they paid them the most money and stuff. And now they're saying that they asked her to take a cut because they doing big pay cuts, and Lonnie only makes like they say $1 million, and they're saying the other two girls make like $500,000 a season or whatever, and they asked Tamara to take a big cut.
Gary.
Well, I'm just telling you, and this came from a reliable source, a producer that I know, and they asked him to take this big pay cut, or her to take this big pay cut, and she said no. So that's what's happening. But, I mean, that's a lot of money to take. But then that's also, I mean, you know, in this time and day, honey, I mean, jobs are hard to come by. But, I mean, Tamara and her sister, you know, they've been doing work forever. And people know who they are.
Tamara's been commuting. You know, Tamara lives in Napa, California, which is in Northern California. And she used to commute for 6, almost 7 years to work for The Real. So that has to be a strain. She has 2 young kids, a husband. You know, everything comes to an end at some point.
But she takes a good millions of dollars. She was getting paid millions of dollars for that commute too. So it ain't like
I know, but they have a successful winery. She's been very successful prior to this.
Okay. But all right, well, we're going to follow this story, honey, and see how this is really happening to child. But I'm like, all right, girl, when you could just walk away from coins like that, that's a good thing. And, you know, she has a good European husband who make good money, I'm sure, so that's good for her. But all right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, chartreuse. On the high end, you say chartreuse, and on the low end, you say beautiful light green. That's your color for today.
The hell is a chartreuse?
Baby, that's a light green.
Pretty.
That's a beautiful color.
Name.
Yeah, but that's when y'all girls need to stop shopping at those stores y'all go to and get some good colors. All right, so Brad, what's going on with T.I.,
T.I. got something to say about Kanye West. I'm going to tell you all about it in the hot spot, y'all, coming up next on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
The Ricky Smiley Morning Show, baby.